So in today's video, I want to show you the 10 beginner mistakes that are killing your progress when you want to learn piano. And in case you don't know me and you're wondering who am I and why can I tell you this? Well, I started playing piano 14 years ago, and just 2 years ago I started or just made the decision to help other people play piano. I've helped hundreds, even thousands of people to start playing piano. I have hundreds of people inside my piano courses. I'm also working very closely with private students on a weekly basis. Those people need my help and have the same problems that I went through in the beginning. And along the way, with learning piano and posting videos, I got to over 1 million followers and even got celebrities to follow me like Pink, Macklemore or Courtney Cox from the movie Scream. Now, you might know who I am, but you're still wondering, why am I telling you this? Well, I just want to prove to you that I'm not just sitting there trying to tell you something that has no background about it. I just want to give you the background to all that you know, or just that you have the proof that this actually works, that I went through the same mistakes, but for me it just took me longer to understand it. Right now, if you are watching this video, I can tell you you're making a great decision, because if you watch this video until the end, you just get all my 10 biggest beginner mistakes that will help you to play the piano more beautiful and faster and better overall. Let's just get into it. So the first beginner mistake is you're not using the 7 notes pattern on the piano. And with the 7 notes pattern, I mean scales. But I know scales is a really complicated word and many people just get confused by this. So I'm calling it really simply, because it's nothing else than a 7 note pattern, especially with the scales that we use. If it's still unclear for you what I mean, I've made a free PDF cheat sheet for you that you can download below completely for free. And with the piano cheat sheet, you will just have all things that you need in order to understand scales, because scales are nothing else than just 7 notes that just repeat over and over on the piano. And I just want to show you an example of it. I will just blend in one scale, the F sharp minor scale for you, because the song River Flows in You that I want to play for you uses just this one scale, and it sounds like this. I think you already get the point, right? So it's really simple. We just use 7 notes and they just repeat overall to the right and to the left on the piano. The cool thing is, with these 7 notes, you just know which notes to play and which notes should mind, because there are some notes you want to play and some notes you don't want to play when you're just following one of those 7 note patterns. And for every song, you always just use one of those patterns. It's really simple. Just download it for free and play around with it. Even if you don't want to use it right now, if you want to use it later or in a few weeks, a few days maybe, just download it now and just save it somewhere. You can print it out. It's really helpful. Now, the second beginner mistake is you're making mistakes and not learning from it. Let me just give you an example to make this clear and to just have a better understanding on this topic. Let's just say I play something 4 times wrong and then 1 time perfectly. So I play altogether, I play 5 times. And of all those 5 times where I play or try to play a song, in 4 of those tries I make a mistake, and just on the 5th try I get it perfectly right. What do you think will your brain memorizes? Will it memorize those 4 takes with mistakes, or this 1 try where you got it perfectly fine? Well, of course, your brain will memorize the thing you practiced more. You will just make more mistakes because you will just memorize those takes that you did with all the mistakes. So let's say I'm playing River Flows in You, not perfectly like this on the beginning, but I play it like this. I'm like, oh, what is the mistake? And you're not thinking about the mistake. You're just like, oh, let me just do this again. You do it wrong again. You're like, what is the mistake? No. Why is this wrong? Like, okay, 4 times wrong. And then you're like, oh, maybe it's this one. Oh yeah, that's better. So now you just told your brain 4 times the wrong thing. Your brain will just memorize the mistake. So always when you try to play something and there is a mistake, try to keep the mistakes as small as possible. And this is a great transition to the third beginner mistake, which is speeding up way too fast. Let's say you're really fast with your left hand alone, with your right hand alone, and now you're telling yourself, okay, it's time to finally bring both hands together. Most people, when they just try to play both hands together, they don't go like this. Which is really slowly. I know, I understand, but this is how you learn much better and much faster. But what people don't understand is, and I did the same thing in the beginning, like I did all those mistakes myself, so I can really understand where this is coming from. But we just have to think about it and just be super precise on our mistakes and learn from them. Because if you're just speeding up and you say you play it like this, you make mistakes. You just say, okay, let's just do it again. You're just making mistakes all over again. Just slow down. Just take out the speed and do it really slowly again. Really, really, really slowly. Even if it's in slow motion, like. Do it really slow, even slower than this. I know it sounds funny, you just slow down and you learn faster, but that's really it. Now the fourth beginner mistake is you're just copying tutorials and missing out on improvisation. And I totally understand this point. You're also watching a video right now where you're just trying to imitate how I play or just learn something new from me. I have many other tutorials where I show you how to play songs, and I totally understand it. It's completely fine to use tutorials to learn songs. There are also so many other tutorials on the internet, on YouTube, on how to learn songs, and it's completely fine to use them. But I just want you to not only use those tutorials, I want you to start be a little bit creative. Just sometimes you don't want to go just with tutorials. Sometimes you just want to figure out your own way of playing the piano. Just make your own melodies. So let's say instead of playing River Flows on You again, I just make my very own version of it and just make my own melody, something like this. I start the same way, but then I play it differently. Mistake, but you don't hear that. You see this? I'm just making up something. It's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I want you to focus on just having fun and just start being creative. Not just looking at a video where you just always pause and, oh, what is he pressing or what is she pressing on a keyboard? Like, no. Just pause the video, put it aside, and just do your own thing. Even if it doesn't sound like this, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just sit down and begin really, really slowly, forming your own kind of melody with a right hand. And it's really so funny and like it's so fulfilling to do this. You just sit there and you just feel great about it. This is where you just like shut off the whole world and it's just you and the piano. You sit there and it's just calming you down. This is what I wanted in the beginning, and I'm guessing that you probably also want to have this feeling. So give this a try. Just sit down, take it really slowly, and try to come up with your own way of playing the piano, which is called improvisation. The fifth beginner mistake that I see a lot is that you're learning songs that aren't fun. In the beginning, when you're saying you want to finally learn piano, you want to do this, you can actually learn piano. When you do this step, you're so full of motivation. You just want to sit in front of the piano and just start doing things. You want to start playing songs. And this is a really beautiful thing that you have. This is also a gift, because there are also many people that learn piano, that have to learn the piano, but they don't want to. But you have the motivation right now. If you learn songs that don't have a meaning to you, if you learn songs that are boring to you, or that just feel like you're wasting time with that songs, then don't go for these songs. Just make a list of a few songs that you really like and just try to play them. Even if those songs are a little bit more advanced, it doesn't even matter. The most important factor when learning piano, of course, is that you're doing the right things and you're not doing a lot of mistakes. This is why you're watching this video right now. But for me, it all comes down to motivation, because if there is no motivation, you won't sit down and actually practice piano. But if you have motivation, if you're learning songs that you're really excited about, this is where you get home from work or from school or wherever you are, like you're outside with your friends. This is where you just want to get home and play the piano. You just can't wait to play this song again. This is this feeling that we're all searching for. And this is why you need to make something out of your motivation and just learn songs that are important to you. Now, the sixth beginner mistake is you're trying to do way too much with a right hand. And I see this also so many times. Well, let's say you're watching a tutorial, and in the tutorial, the person is using 2 or 3 fingers for the right hand at the same time, playing many different chords that are a little bit complicated. You don't actually have to do this. So let's say you're seeing something like this. I don't know, let's just make something up. See this? Now for the right hand, I just used I try to use many more fingers than just 1 finger at a time. And this is so much more complicated. The level of difficulty you're using here is so much higher. So just use 1 finger at a time and it gets so much easier. Trust me on this one. And this brings me to the 7th beginner mistake, that is not focusing enough on the power that the left hand gives you. The left hand, again, is so powerful. Even when I just play 1 thing on the right hand, just 1 note, and play really crazy with the left hand. Probably also if I just remove the right hand completely and I just play the left hand, it's so beautiful. You see this? I was just playing the left hand, but it's already so beautiful. Now if I just add 1 finger or like a basic melody on the right hand, it already starts to sound so amazing. Which brings me to the 8th beginner mistake, which is practicing just once a week. I did it the same way in the beginning, but with the guitar, not with the piano. I went for guitar lessons with 2 different teachers for 3 years, and all I did, or most of the times what I did, is just go to those sessions, 1-hour sessions once a week, and just, yeah, that's it. You're not learning a lot when you're just practicing once a week. But instead, if you just break it down into 15-minute sessions and do 4 sessions a week, or in the best case, you're just doing every day. So every day is a session where you do like 10 minutes or 15 minutes or even 30 minutes. You will start to see so much more progress, because it is so much better for your brain to learn and to memorize all those things when you do little sessions, but more often. Give this a try. I'm sure this will help you. Now, the 9th beginner mistake, which I was also struggling with in the past years, is comparing yourself too much to others. And this is really painful. I know you start to see many videos, many piano videos of other people playing, and you start to feel like you just never gonna get there. And I also had the same thing, even though I think I can play very decently on the piano, still not perfectly, but there are so many people that just are better than you, and that's totally fine. You just need to be okay with that fact that there will always be a person that is better than you. And it, like I said, it's totally fine. Because when you open social media, you can also compare yourself to other people, and you will always lose on that battle, because you will just always get the best content presented to you. So the only way to compare your progress is just to look at yourself, only on yourself. When you're practicing piano and you know that you're better than you were yesterday, or better than you were like 1 or 2 weeks ago, you're already making so much progress. You can already start to be so proud of you. It's really amazing. Now, the last and the 10th beginner mistake is you're quitting too quickly when it feels hard. On hard times, you grow the most, because when there is something easy happening, like it's really easy. You can play like, I don't know, the easiest song out there, or you can go to the grocery store. Like it's so simple. You don't grow there as a person, because the task is so simple. You can do it like really with a click. It's not hard. But when there is something challenging you and you're really having a hard time to figure it out, this is where you grow. It's not just a piano, it's many other things in life. When you go to the gym, when you fix something in your house, whatever you're doing, when you're you're at work and there is a problem coming up, but you just solve the problem, even if it takes you a lot of time. This is where you grow as a person. And it's the same thing on the piano. Whenever it gets challenging, just think about that fact that this is good right now. Because when it's challenging, you know you will grow on the fact that you will solve this puzzle. You will solve that problem, and this is where you make lots of progress. Now, I hope this was helpful. Again, if you want to check out the 7-day piano starter course, just click the link down below. It's out there almost for free, and also the PDF cheat sheet that you can download completely for free. It's all gonna be in the description down below or in the pinned comment. Or if you want to watch another helpful piano video, you can also just click here to get there. I'll see you in the next one.